Hi, welcome back to another travel video from Gary Rose Travels. Please hit like and subscribe for more videos, and also visit GaryRoseTravels.com for all the best budget backpacker advice. Now this video is another in my what to wear in India series. Now we've already spoken about knickers and bras and socks. So in this video I'm going to be talking about t-shirts, long sleeve tops and trousers. Now I have some examples here with me. So first of all, t-shirts. Now you may think that you just take any old t-shirts with you, but having travelled for many years, there's a set type of t-shirt that we both like to take. So basically, don't take something which is of a pale colour. This applies to men and women. Don't take something which is a pale colour because it will get trashed really quick. Tend to take things like greys, blues, sometimes black. I mean, it can be quite hot wearing black, but greys, blues, purples or greens. Try not to take things like baby pink, baby blue, like I once did. I also took baby pink once, big mistake. White, cream, pale yellow. Don't take anything like this because they look grotty really quick. They look grimy. It's hard to get stains out, get oil stains. So especially if you're travelling Gary Rose style, which is hardcore DIY backpacker style, chances are you won't be paying out for laundry all the time. Chances are you'll be doing it yourself, and chances are you'll be travelling by public transport, and public transport in Asia is quite dirty. So you want something which will stay that colour for a long time. So what types of t-shirts? So this is one of mine that I love this brand. It's from Decathlon. It's quite stretchy, as you can see. But it's not overly tight fitting, it's not loose fitting, it's got that little bit of stretch because it actually retains its shape really nicely once it's been washed. It does have a slight v-neck, not overly low, but they're quite flattering and they're quite feminine. I don't really like t-shirts which is all high neck and loose because they're not overly feminine, but this isn't overly tight either, so it's kind of the best of both worlds. I absolutely love this colour, one because it looks nice on me with my red hair and pale skin, but also because it doesn't look dirty quickly. So I always take about 3 of those. Now Mr. Gary Rose Travels, he always takes t-shirts like this. Again, you can see it's a manly shade of grey, but it has that similar little bit of stretch in. It's not a loose, I mean it is loose, but it's not one of those loose t-shirts which is really baggy. It's actually got that little bit of stretch in, so it's a little bit more fitted, again because it retains its shape once it's been washed. Now these t-shirts, they weren't expensive, they weren't overly cheap, they were kind of middle of the road, about £10 each I think. Maybe a little bit less, but you know, they weren't dirt cheap basically. Also another thing with these t-shirts, you should always, not necessarily these exact ones, but you should always check the stitching on the hems, because I found that quite often the hems around the bottom, they become loose first, and then once that starts unraveling, the whole thing just looks loose and baggy. So always try and get something where the finish, as you can see with this, the finish is quite a good standard. There's no loose threads and things like that, so always double check it. You want something which is going to last and last well basically. Again with his t-shirts are always in manly shades of grey, blue, that's about it. Sometimes you mix it up and wear like a khaki green, but he never chooses anything pale. That's just not what he likes. So moving on to long sleeve tops, not to be confused with long sleeve shirt. A long sleeve top is something like this. Now this is the one I wore on my last trip to India. Again, it's ever so slightly stretchy. It's ever so slightly fitted but not tight. I wore this in all seasons. I wore it in the winter as a base layer. I wore it when trekking in Ladakh because, again, as a base layer. I wore it when it was really hot because it kept the sun off. It's not overly high neck. The neck's about here, so it's, you know, it's not revealing in any way, and also it's lasted because of the colour and also the quality. So yeah, that's what I mean by a long sleeve top. They're really great to wear with, you can wear them with loose fitting trouser, you can wear with leggings if you're trekking. They're just really great, and even though you may be only travelling in like the summertime, you may not think to wear a long sleeve, they're also really good to wear if you're on the beach, or if you're snorkeling or swimming or something like that. You may want to just cover up, one because to cover up from the sun, and also to cover up from unwanted gazers as well. So sometimes I will put this on over my bikini top when I'm swimming because I burn really quick. And sometimes they're really useful for that. So that is my long sleeve top. So long sleeve shirt. Gary also has one of those as well. I think he also had a grey one. Yeah, he did. He had a grey one. Again, from natural fibres. He had one which was made from merino wool. I think it's merino wool. Anyway, it was wool. Yeah, it was really good. It kept him nice and cool in the summertime, warm in the winter. It dried really quick. The only bad thing about that was it was eaten by moths because they ate the wool. So that's the only bad thing about it, really, was Gary's. We went swimming in this like waterfall and natural pools, and it was really scenic, and we took our long sleeve tops off because we went in the water and it was really hot and they were sweating. We put them on some rocks to dry, and some moths settled on them and they chewed holes in Gary's and they ate it. So long sleeve shirt. Gary actually bought this from Nepal. He loves this. Long sleeve shirt. He paid out quite a lot for this because it's a nice brand, and it just screams I'm a backpacker all over it. Basically, this shirt is it's loose fitting. It wicks away moisture really quickly. It's really hard wearing, and although they may not be the most fashionable items, they are really, really useful. And it keeps its colour really well because of the brand that it is, and also the material it is. It dries really quickly. Sometimes he'll wear it. It's quite smart as well. So sometimes we'd wear it. You know, if we are out somewhere of an evening, especially in Nepal when we're staying in Tamil, it's quite trendy around there. So it's also quite smart. It doesn't require ironing. So I would recommend taking one of these with you. I think these are more for men than women. I wouldn't really wear this. I tend to wear something which I'm going to come on to next. But for fellas, I would say it's always useful to take one because they last really well. So a long sleeved shirt. So what I tend to wear in India now. In my previous video, I spoke about something called a salwar kameez. I bought this in India, this top. Now this is it looks a bit, I've just got it out of the drawer, it's all crumpled up. So basically, I bought this. Now it looks like it's proper V-neck, but it's not actually. It only comes to about here. I bought this in India, as you can see, with a pair of trousers that I think are still in the wardrobe. But the sleeves come down to about here. It's like 3/4 length. It's quite loose fitting. It comes down to about here. I'm not going to put it on. But it's really good and it's nice and loose fitting. And basically, yeah, like kind of like this. It's nice and smart. It's loose fitting. It's respectful. I like the colour. Now, some people may be thinking, oh my god, I would not be seen dead in that. Backpacking does funny things to you, and although you may dress quite reserved in your own country, having spent a few weeks in Rajasthan, you'll be walking around in something like this. Let me tell you now, you will. So yeah, that is my version of the long-sleeved shirt and top. I really like this. It's very loose fitting, it's colourful, it's bright, it keeps the sun off, it keeps stares off, and also you know, I'm never going to wear a proper sari. Some backpackers do. I'm not one of those people, but I will wear this because it's quite a nice top. So moving on to trousers. Now, if you have done your research into backpackers in India and travellers in India, you will have seen lots of images of people wearing white linen loose-fitting trousers. Now, these people are not us, as you can probably imagine. We tend to wear things, these are Gary's, they're not mine. I don't have any left. We tend to wear things that are more like this. There's nothing wrong with them, they're absolutely hard wearing. I can't really see them there, can you? Like this, with the pockets at the side. Again, these are a really good brand. He actually bought these from Nepal when he bought that shirt. And they're really, really good. They're quick drying, they're loose fitting. We absolutely cannot fault them. They're absolutely brilliant. Now, I always tend to take like 2 or 3 pairs of these. Gary takes like 3. Don't tend to buy ones with the zip off at the knee because the seam can just cause chafing and rubbing, and also because it's India, you're never gonna wear shorts. You don't have to get these, are kind of plasticky feeling. You don't have to get these. You can also spend out on, they almost feel like a brushed cotton. They're not, but they're quite soft. These are a bit more loose fitting and a little bit more flatter in fit if you buy the women's ones, which I tend to buy. I haven't got any left because I wouldn't wear them in London. But when I travel, this is what I wear. I haven't got any here to show you, but they're okay. Like, they're kind of they're like, my sister described them as sporting wear once. They're okay, you know, they're not overly stylish, but they are really useful, and they have the pockets, and they dry quick. Basically, you want something which is loose fitting and quick drying. So basically, trousers from outdoor shops are ideal. On this video, I'm really running out of time. Another type of trouser that I actually bought these from Nepal, not from India. You can tell they've been crumpled up in my wardrobe. Trousers like this, I buy from India, and you can see the bottom is like, they're not an Aladdin pant, but they're similar. I absolutely love these trousers when I'm travelling because they are so loose fitting and so comfortable. Yeah, they're quite low fitting, they fit about here, but they're really good, and they're only a few hundred rupees, and they've lasted really well, and they're really loose fitting. And again, with the top I showed you that I bought from India, it looks quite nice. Not green, obviously, with that top. I have a pair of dark blue with that top, but yeah. So these are another great alternative to wear if you don't want to wear the trekking trouser or the travelling trouser. You can always wear these. Okay, I hope this video has answered some questions and also given you some idea of what to take. I shall see you next time for another Gary Rose Travels video. Thank you very much.